So, namaste, Queen Yoga Bee here. So, thank you for visiting my channel. Today's sequence I call Sleepy Time Yoga. So, these are poses that can help you fall asleep and make you stay asleep. So, first, I want to talk to you about what you need to do before you start the poses. You need to turn off all electronics, televisions, radios, computers, all of that stuff for at least an hour before you go to bed. You might want to try drinking some chamomile tea. I like chamomile and lavender combo. Valerian root is also something people use. It gives me kind of a hangover the next day. I'm kind of groggy, so you want to be careful about that. No big meals before you go to bed, and no caffeine, of course, several hours before you try to go to sleep. Make sure your room is dark and quiet. If you don't like complete quiet, make sure that there's some kind of a white noise or something going on. A fan sometimes helps if it's not too noisy because it's repetitive and it just kind of it muffles out outside noise if you don't live in the quiet like I do. So I'm going to show you 3 poses, and I'm going to have you do them over and over and over again depending on what you need, how long it takes you to really relax. So the first one is windshield wiper. I'm showing you this way so that you can see my legs better. So my feet are as wide as my mat, and my arms can be anywhere. They can be out like a bird, they can be on my heart, whatever works for you. On your belly works too. So I'm going to go from side to side. It's called windshield wiper. I like to inhale when my knees are up and exhale when they go to the side. So it's matching your long, slow, deep, smooth breath. So you don't go fast. You just breathe and rock from side to side. It's wonderful. So you can do that as long as you want. Maybe that's the only pose you want to do. By the way, you're in bed already. You don't have to get up off the floor, go shut the lights on, then get in bed. You're in bed doing these poses, so it's going to make it way easier. You can do these poses in the dark. You don't have to see what's going on. So the next pose is just a counter pose from that one into Sleeping Yogi. So Sleeping Yogi, I hang on to my knees or wrap my arms around, and I just rock from side to side. Give my lower back a little massage. So some people have trouble getting their thighs up here, right? Because of whatever, mechanics, extra belly, whatever. So if you want, you can do a pose that I call teepee, and it's very restful and very still. My feet are wide, my knees are resting against each other in a teepee shape. And then once you get in that pose, whether it's Sleeping Yogi or teepee, you just concentrate on your breath. Long and slow and deep and smooth. The next pose, the third pose, is deer pose. So it's stationary, a lot like windshield wiper, but now my knees are going to stay over here and they're going to stay at one side. So I get a big, wonderful stretch going on. Now, I would suggest that you count your breaths so that when you go to the other side, you do the same amount. And the other thing is, it really is like counting sheep. Remember in the old days when you couldn't fall asleep, people said, well, why don't you just count sheep? Well, you can just count your breaths. Same thing, you're still counting. So after you've finished however many you want to do on one side, then you go to the other side. So now I've given you 3 poses, and you can finish up, if you haven't fallen asleep already, in either teepee or Sleeping Yogi or even Happy Baby. It's a little bit more of a stretch for your groin, and it's nice on your belly, especially if you have some issues with digestion still going on from eating the wrong stuff all day long. Anyway, you just repeat these over and over and over again until you are wonderfully relaxed. It will help you fall asleep faster, but so will lots of other things like shutting off all that's going on. So you're trying to get rid of the clutter in your mind with that beautiful, wonderful breath. And one way you can do it is to attach a mantra to that breath. So when you inhale, you can say the word let. And when you exhale, you can say the word go. You're just repeating those two words over and over again. When I do this, I say let go, and I'm talking to my physical body. I'm telling my muscles to relax, get the tension out of my body. I'm also talking to my emotional center. I'm saying let go of all the emotional clutter and the anger and the negative emotions that I might have collected in my heart during the day. And the third thing I'm talking to is my monkey mind. So my monkey brain, my monkey mind is out multitasking clutter and the list of things I have to do, and I'm just telling myself, just for the next, in my case, 10 hours, 8 to 10 hours, I'm gonna let go. I'm not gonna worry about it yet. I can do it tomorrow. Or maybe it doesn't even need to get done. Whatever the case, the mantra is also helpful. Make sure again that your room is as dark and quiet as possible. I think that's about it. Those are some of the tips that I use. So have a good sleep. Namaste.